Good morning. Oh my gosh. I wanted to take the time to make a video about this because one day I'm going to rewatch it because we're literally making history right now. And I was going to write it in my diary, but my hand hurts and I don't really feel like writing. And I just feel like a video would be better. And I think that's why I like to document absolutely everything. Oh my gosh, someone's watching. Okay, so maybe in the future you'll be watching this. There was this coronavirus. Right now, there's this coronavirus that is just spreading through the world, and we are on lockdown. We are on lockdown. Not like Italy, but Italy legit are on full blown lockdown. They cannot leave their house, and if they leave their house and they infect someone, they're getting murder charges. Like that. This is how serious. Hey Tam, this is how serious this is. Okay, so we are March 17th. It is 7 a.m. And on Friday, we were told that all schools were shutting down in Canada. All schools were shutting down. Thursday, we were told that on Monday for this, because we're on March break. So they're going to be shutting down for 3 weeks. Well, daycares are supposed to stay open. And then on Fridays, daycares talked about how, hey, Crystal, that they are shutting down for 3 weeks as well. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. No, you're not a stay-at-home mom. What are you talking about? You're an entrepreneur, Nick. You're an entrepreneur. You work from home. It's definitely not a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom is even crazier. But I put my kid in daycare because I'm like, oh, I'm going to work from home and raise my child. And then I had a child and I was like, well, yeah, not doing this. So the guys, like, the world is going absolutely crazy. There is no more toilet paper. So I remember in Australia, like 4 weeks ago in Australia, they were having a toilet paper problem and everyone was buying the toilet paper. But I think the corona started happening there a little bit before. I'm not sure. And so I was like, think that's funny. Well, sure enough, in our hometown in Sudbury, there's no toilet paper. You can't buy toilet paper anywhere. And people are waiting for 2 hours at Costco to be one of the first people to get toilet paper. People are buying for like a thing that would cost like $24. They're paying $74 for toilet paper. It is gone ridiculous. You go into the grocery stores, there is no more pasta, no more pasta sauce, no more toilet paper, no more Kleenex, no more like the food, no more meat. It's all gone. It's just crazy. And people are hoarding everything. It's crazy. People are just hoarding everything. And they're not really thinking of their neighbors. So people are kind of freaking out that the older people, like, sometimes don't even know what's going on in the world. And then they're like, I legit need toilet paper. Like, for example, like I have 4 rolls of toilet paper left. But we have lots of diapers and lots of wipes. And you know what else I was thinking? Like, because I built a beautiful community online, I'm not really worried, because if I legit went on Facebook right now and said, hey, I have no toilet paper, guaranteed I'll have like 4 different people to bring me toilet paper. So it really pays to be nice. It really pays to be the change you want to see in the world. Something I think we should all learn from this experience is everyone should have savings. And I know everyone lives beyond their means, but that's definitely not a good thing, because think about it. 3 weeks of people not able to work because they have to stay home with their kids. And if we follow suit like Italy, they are in full-blown lockdown. So there's no businesses open. There's nothing open. Yesterday, I heard a rumor that LCBO was closing down, and I gave Chris $300 to be like, go get us some beer, go get us some wine. If we are stuck in this house, we're going to get drunk and bounce wow wow, because we're going to be making another baby. Even though I don't want a December baby, I want a January baby. That means I can't get pregnant until end of April, which I'm ovulating the last week of April. So we'll see if that happens. Also, just to let you guys know, to the people in the future, my family or myself watching this in the future, I wonder what's going to happen. So Sensi had this amazing top 150 cruise, river cruise, and it all got canceled, obviously. But if it happens again next year, I won't be able to be on because I might have a newborn. So you can't really leave a newborn, like a 2-month-old newborn. So I'm curious to know what's going to happen there. Sensi always makes things better all the time. And what's crazy is that Sensi is like having an incredible month. So another thing I'm learning is that if you are doing online sales and you can work from online, you are really not in such of a pickle like other people. So I am so happy that I said yes to Sensi 5.5 years ago, because financially I'm not really being affected. I'm actually saving more money because Journey's not in daycare. So I'm actually saving more money. So that's really awesome. And direct sales looks really good right now. So that's a really good thing to advertise. What else is going on? Oh, like all my friends, like everyone's freaking out. Like no one even wants to hang out with each other. And there's only one case in Sudbury. Well, two. One, like the one came from the one. So there's only one case. But I just saw a news article about the weather and where Corona. Oh, and by the way, guess what kind of beer Chris bought? Corona. And he's leaving the beer store with Corona. And everyone's like, are you serious, dude? And he's like, isn't this how you get immune? So it's just so funny. I think Corona was probably on sale because their stocks went down. Okay. When you don't live beyond your means, we should all have a month's of bills, a month's salary, like minimum 1 month's savings in your bank account. And everyone's like, oh, that's so hard to do. That's da-da-da. But guys, if you start keeping track of where your money goes. So I started keeping track of where my money goes. So because I'm a spender and I'm making the most money I've ever made in my whole entire life, but like I don't have more money in my savings account. So that's a problem. You know, I'm making 6 figures plus and I don't have more in my bank account that I should have. Like, where is all this money going? So I have, since January, been really strict with where my money goes. And in February, I spent 0 money on Amazon and I saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So on this trip, we were supposed to go on this trip to Top 150, I bought boots, $100 pair of really cute name brand boots. I'm returning them because I don't need them. I wanted new boots because my feet stink and I don't want to walk around Europe and then take my boots off around my friends and my feet stink. And then like I need, you know, like here, it's like I put my boots on, I go to the mall, I come back, or I go do deliveries, I come back, my feet don't stink because I wasn't walking around, but we were thinking of going hikes in Dublin and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, no. So I'm returning them. I don't need these boots. So we need to start something that the next generation, you need to have some money saved in your bank account. Also, when you have money saved in your bank account, there's stocks. All the stocks are crashing. Our economy is completely crashing because if you think about it, all these people are not working. Therefore, they're not spending their money. And if nobody's spending their money, the economy is going to crash because there's no money being distributed. And then there's no interest on that money, and then there's no tax on that money, so the government's not making any money. So then the government's gonna like print more money and like hand it out to pay for all these families that can't afford to live, but all these families live beyond their means because society has told us to do that, and everyone's trying to keep up with the Joneses, but the Joneses are like super miserable. So I don't know why people are trying to keep up with the Joneses. So but if you are smart with your money and you have savings, which I do have some savings, and you buy stocks, you wait another week, and you buy stocks, your stocks are going to do so well in a couple of years, and you just sit on those stocks. Like companies that we are looking at are like Air Canada, Costco, like the big companies, the toy company, Lululemon, like companies that are very stable companies that are just crashing because of the economy and nobody's spending money. Those are the companies that you want to invest in, not companies that you know nothing about. You want to invest in companies that you believe in, like you're buying a part of their company. So you need to make sure that you believe in this company. Uh, so you know for sure that I will be buying some stocks. Also, there's people that have already lost hundred thousands of dollars because they're retired and they need their mutual funds. Like they have their money in high risk and things are just crashing. And no one really saw this coming, even though if you follow my Instagram, I've been talking about this crash for a really long time and we knew this was happening. It happens every 10 years. So it's just the funniest memes that are happening. There's so many funny memes that are happening with the coronavirus, and but I think what I think is that is really cool is that we have been connected globally, which I think is really cool that we're all connected globally. I'm seeing a lot of good people helping people that are in need that need toilet paper, or an old man that was at the gas station and he was saying like, I have no toilet paper. And she's like, I have some in my truck. And she gave him toilet paper. Like toilet paper is gold. Like I saw what's happening. Like right now I'm selling toilet paper for $40, but you get a 6-pack of bars. 6-pack of bars is $40. So you're paying for the bars. It's just a joke. But Trump, I've never ever waited by my computer to see what Trump was going to say, and I did on Thursday or Friday. And he came on time because you'll see what I'm going to say later. And he said he's closing his borders. They're closing their borders. They're not letting anybody in. They're shutting down. They should have done this earlier. And then Justin Trudeau goes live yesterday, which I've never cared about the news or listened to Trudeau live or whatever. He made us wait half an hour. A half an hour. Like, do you not think that my time's worth it? Or was this the plan? Like you told us you're going to go live at 1 and then you went on live at 1:35. Anyways, how freaking rude. That really annoyed me. I'm a Trudeau fan, but that annoys me because I hate when people make me wait. And he shut the border, but not to the US. So everyone's like, why not the US? But so that's interesting. And he's like telling everyone to come home because they might shut the border. So this map of the weather that I saw, that there's these massive peaks in the weather. And in China, they're right in the green zone, and Iran's in the green zone, and Washington's in the green zone. And then literally as temperatures arise, because they're saying people in some studies are saying that this coronavirus is going like humidity. So it's going up. So literally by the time that goes up, it looks like May, Canada will be in that yellow zone. So, but May, the virus might disappear. So another cool thing is that Sylvia Browne is a psychic, and she went on Martel. Remember Martel, the talk show Martel? Am I saying that right? I'm not really sure. Anyways, she wrote in her book that in 2020, this pneumonia-like disease is going to come globally, and it's going to attack people's bronchial tube, which is what's happening. It's a respiratory thing. Oh my gosh, there's this girl on TikTok that licked the toilet and saying that I'm not going to get corona because I'm skinny. That's what I'm hating about this online thing. So many people are supporting these type of behaviors. So please, future, don't support this type of behavior. Like, do you want to be like that person? Then unfollow them, because they don't need to be popular, because they're just lost and we don't need to pump that up. So, so Sylvia Browne said that the craziest thing is going to be that it's going to leave as fast as it came. So it might just disappear, like end of April, it might just disappear. That's what I think is what's going to happen, but I'm not sure. But so right now we're on lockdown. We all have to self-quarantine. We have to stay in our house, and we only leave for essentials, because if we all stay in our house, then we are bringing down the curve. Because if we all keep hanging out with each other and a bunch of people get infected, there's not enough hospital beds. And that's the problem. And it's like a flu-like symptom, but people are dying. It's kind of crazy. So I really hope by the end of April it leaves, because I have my reception party happening first weekend of May. So that would be fun if I could still have that. But legit, they're telling people if you have a wedding to cancel the wedding. It's just crazy, guys. I never thought that this would happen, and like moms all around the world are going crazy because they're stuck with their kids for 3 weeks. So it's crazy. We're out of kitty litter, but that's okay. I could go to the grocery store. It's still open. Anyways, that is my coronavirus diary for my future, my little update that I'm giving myself that I'm just recording here on YouTube. But yeah, crazy. If you are going through this at the moment, please comment the craziest thing you've seen so far in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this crazy coronavirus. COVID-9. Okay, bye. Happy Tuesday, everyone. The world not ending, okay? And we're going to learn something great. And I'm really interested in I know we were leaving, but the behavior that's going to happen long term. Are people going to be more filled with anxiety and not going to want to leave their house? Are people not going to want to travel globally more? Or like what's going to happen on a behavioral level long term? That's something I'm really interested in finding out. And companies that are going under, a lot of companies are going under. There's the direct sales that went under. And what's great is that Scentsy has no debt. And you want to invest in a company that has okay, so if you grab the profits of last year, it would take minus 2 years to pay off their debt. That's the kind of companies that you want to invest in. Scentsy has zero debt. So it is the best company to invest in. So feel free to join Scentsy if you haven't already, because Scentsy people are like, okay, cool. Okay, I could handle this. We're good. You know? But yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen in the future. Okay, bye.